This video is about my experience at the Vipassana retreat in Bangkok, Thailand. It was a silent retreat and it was a very intense practice with the monks and my teacher David. I know a lot of you, especially from Instagram, have waited for me to share my experience. Thank you for your patience. So here's the video. It gives you a gist of what the experience looks like at a physical and a mental level. So if you were with me when I went for my first Vipassana, that was also in Thailand. I went to Koh Samui that time, and if you remember, it was up in the mountains and the conditions were very rustic, like wooden beds and cobras and all that jungle and foresty environment that I shared with you. So the challenges over there were more like environmental and convincing ourselves to adjust to that kind of an environment and focus on the meditation. But this time I was in Bangkok and the place was quite well constructed, so those were not the challenges. This one was so much more intense and physically challenging. In meditation, if you understand the basics of meditation, you know that you are training your mind for focus and awareness. And usually when we sit for meditation, the things that distract us are our thoughts, or maybe sometimes it's anger, or sometimes it's funny thoughts, sometimes it's our emotions, or just the monkey mind giving you different ideas at that time. But this time, the biggest distraction was the physical pain. Monks have a relatively softer way or approach to meditation, but my teacher this time was specifically guiding us towards Vipassana for trauma release, for breaking that stored energy, blocked energy, that trauma from the body. So there were some very strict rules. The first 3 days were the most intense. Usually when you enter such a retreat, you think that, first day is going to be very exciting, I'll probably get bored by the 4th or 5th day, but it was the complete opposite. The first, second and third day were so challenging that I'm pretty sure a lot of people were thinking, will I be able to pull this off or not? But by the time you reach days 5, 6, 7 towards the end, you're so much into the experience that you do not want to come out of it. So literally by day 9, day 10, the mind had started thinking, am I ready to step out, and do I really want to step out of this retreat, or do I want to stay in this state? So these are this was like the basic, very surface level experience, but I'll tell you why it was so physically challenging for me, and I'll refer you a few pictures from my post so you can visually see. There's a reason why I chose those pictures. So you do have this basic understanding that trauma and pain, the energy stores inside the body, and a human body is made of different layers, many different layers, of which this physical, this mass, is the outermost layer. And in order to go inwards, you need to find your stillness, which means stillness in your body as well, so that the energy flows in a smooth pattern, the breath flows smoothly. And when you have that smooth flow of energy and breath, then you can focus inwards. So you can you can cut yourself off from the external environment, you can also cut yourself off from the physical layer that you have, and you can go inwards. So the thing was that we had to sit still. We had to still in our cross-legged meditation position, spines upright, chin neutral. When you hold your body in just one posture for 8 to 10 hours a day. So we used to have 90 minutes meditation, 10 minutes break, and then another 90 minutes meditation. That used to start from around 12 to 8:30 p.m. And before that, we used to have more meditations, but then there was breakfast and lunch. So we did get an hour break in between. So I thought it's going to be such a short video and very concise, but I don't think that's happening. So I'm just going to speak whatever is coming to my mind, guys. I cannot structure this. I cannot summarize this as well. So yes, if you're interested, please keep listening. So yeah, I was saying that this method was different. So the first 3 days, we were just training to sit and hold our posture in one stagnant position. And my teacher was constantly guiding us not to lie down, not to lean, and to keep our spines upright. So that was the biggest challenge. The first night when I went to sleep, in fact, when I tried going to sleep, I couldn't, because my knees were burning. my spine, my back was really aching a lot. And from this 8 to 10 hours of meditation and breathing deep breaths, I was having headache as well. And then I tried to flip upside down. Like, I thought, okay, I'll put my belly down and I'll sleep. But my ankles were hurting so much at that time that I couldn't even do that. So it was really difficult to find a comfortable position to go to sleep. So that was the biggest challenge for the meditation to begin, or for me to go deeper into the practice. And I'm sharing this because we often have these misconceptions. Okay, oh, I'm just an overthinker, and that is my main problem. Your mind is not the main problem. Any and every distraction is the problem, and you giving into that distraction is the problem. And for me, it was a problem, the physical pain, because if you have to go inward, my teacher was training us to let go of that sensation and to go inwards. Now that's practically really, really tough, and it's very difficult to convince yourself or to bring yourself to a point where you're bursting with pain, but you're sitting there with your willpower that I am not going to move today. I will pass through this pain, and accepting this, that this is just a physical pain. It is an outer level pain, and I need to meditate and I need to go inwards. So that was very, very challenging. The pain never went away. We asked our teacher later on. We used to get this we were able to ask David, my teacher, questions on the chits. So we used to have 1 hour slot where we could, without talking, just write the question on a paper and he could answer us. So I asked him that, does your body hurt? Because I mean, you're meditating since ages now. Like, he started meditating when he was a teenager, and he's in his 30s now. So he said, yes, my body still hurts, my knees hurt, but I have learned to go inwards, and I've learned to let go of that physical pain, which is like so much of training your mind, and it only comes with practice. With practice only you can pull your willpower, you can convince yourself, and with practice only you can learn how to differentiate between those different layers of your body. So yeah, that was the first and biggest challenge that I faced. And then what happened was, so 3 days were difficult. On the 4th day I was able to sit, and the pain was there, but I was still able to focus inwards, and I was able to let go of those bodily sensations and become more sensitive towards the inner sensations, the sensations of the breath from the tip of my nose in flowing inside my body. And I could sense my breath passing through the pain points of the physical body, but yet to be able to focus on the sensations of the internal body. So I know some things I'm saying might sound a bit complex, but people who meditate, or people who have done these kind of retreats and intense meditations, they will understand. So if there's something too complex for you to understand, please don't complicate it. Just try to listen to whatever you can absorb right now. So yeah, by day 5, so what happened was, when I was able to overcome the sensation of the physical pain, then what I stored in my body started to come out. So day 4, I had a very deep practice. It was very intentional, it was very deep, and I could feel each and every sensation. Like, at a molecular level you could feel the sensations in your body. Even with the physical pain, he taught us that, like, let's say my knees are burning, like I said. So knees are burning, I can feel that, okay, that's an overall pain. It's a blob of pain in my knees. But if I'm sitting in my meditation and I'm trying to focus on the sensations internally, now what is the sensation of this pain? What is the vibration of this pain energy? Is it pulses? Is it linear? Is it spiking? Is it in waves? So you break into that molecular level of this pain or any sensation that you have in the body, and that's how you are able to move on from it. So like, if I've brought my attention to the knees internally, Then I work on this molecular level attention and awareness, and then I move on maybe to the calves or to the feet, because we were trained to we were practicing our awareness at a molecular level through flowing through our entire body. So it was like organ by organ, bit by bit. So it was like a journey in those 90 minutes. Then on day 5 or 6, what happened was, since my practice was going deeper day by day, right? So now what happened was that there was some pent up energy stored in my gut, and I always knew even before the Vipassana that whatever energy or bad energy I have in my body, it is stored in my gut. And eventually what happened was, when I meditated the entire day into this point, because I chose that day for myself that okay, I want to focus here today and I want to release it, and I'm not going to move my awareness and attention further down. Like, we start from the nose. So when I reached the gut, I was like, I'm not going to move my attention further down to the rest of my body. I'm just going to work on this today. Eventually, like I gave you the example of knee pain and other physical pain, what happened was, by the end of the day, I had a massive acid reflux, like acidity. And that night, my face had acne and pimples on me. My body had reacted. And in my Q&A session, I wrote to David that this is what has happened. Suddenly my appetite has gone down. I'm not eating or drinking at all. I was just having a piece of fruit and water the entire day. So he said that this is your body releasing some pent up energy, some trauma that you have stored, and it needs to release. Now, honestly, because I have been to therapy and I am myself a coach, and I'm very aware of my emotions and everything, and I process them a lot, but still there was some pent up energy that was left. And I think it was that release. Now, if you go to my carousel and you see the second slide where I'm like with my hands in this posture, it's a close-up picture. You can see how bloated and poofed up my face is. It's because of the acid reflux. The acne had gone down by then. But then there's another picture of me in the same carousel, which is like the 13th day, the 13th of May. I took a selfie the next morning after the retreat had ended, and you will see that the bloating has all gone down. So yeah, definitely that was not, so whatever I experienced with the acid reflux, the appetite going down, me not being able to sleep properly, it was not me falling ill or sick. It was my body releasing that energy, basically responding to the meditation. And I was instructed to just wait it out and allow my body to do that. So I was having nausea, I was going to the washroom to puke, but there was nothing coming out. Literally, I could feel it's just blobs of energy, blobs of air coming out, and there was no puke. So yeah, that was like a massive release from my body. It was difficult to take. So the first 3 days were physically very painful and challenging, and then by day 5 or 6 this was happening. So for me, the experience was very intense. And but I felt very light after all of this. And you can look at my face that I chose those two pictures because I wanted you to see the contrast. And both the pictures are so close to my heart, because I know this is a time where my body is responding, and I've given my body the space to release. And then there's a day when how my body has settled after I have released all that unwanted energy. I haven't become a hero after all of this. I mean, if I sit in meditation, if I do not continue my practice, I will have to go through the entire process again. So, with meditation and with holding your postures and with being able to sharpen your awareness and to maintain what you have achieved from your meditation, you have to have a continuous practice. So, yeah, that's the key. And I think that's a lot of talking for today. But honestly, there is a lot to talk about, and this is just also, again, just one part of it, that the physical challenge was the biggest challenge. Um, so, yeah, that's for today. Uh, Go back, listen to the stories again, skip the parts you don't want to listen to, check my post, and I will share more experiences with you um, in coming days. I will share more experiences with you in coming days. Thank you for waiting. By the way, I really appreciate your patience. Thank you for waiting. You have been sending me so many questions. I've tried to get back to all the DMs. But with these kind of experiences, you need to have then more patience to listen to these long stories and just wait it out for me to record more. Take care. I'll see you soon.